Barbara, do you have a question that you would like to pose that maybe you haven't heard your opponent respond to?
Yes, I'd like to go back to council meeting of last week. And I was really particularly disturbed at your efforts, or what appeared to be your efforts, to stall or block the infill housing project on Caledonia. And I guess I just want to understand why, when we have a developer who has been in the community and has, fed the hungry in that community, who has worked with the elderly in that community, and now wants to do infill housing, why you wanted to slow or block that project? And now, in all fairness, you did at the end, once your colleague had severely rebuked you, you did vote for it. But that was after listing 4 reasons why it should be stalled or stopped.
Okay, so I think this is another example of sort of a lack of understanding and experience with development projects. It is important to recognize that, for one, Start Right CDC, which for a variety of reasons has a troublesome history with Cleveland Heights, but as you said, feeds the hungry in a neighborhood where people need food. I think that my track record of voting to approve CDBG funds for Start Right's food pantry, for renovation of houses, that speaks for itself, because when a project is good, I'm interested in pursuing it. But when a project has problems, as that project, when it was presented to us, did, completely out of whack profit for investors, 20-30% on the project, with an outsized amount of investment, public investment from the city, and a complete lack of a track record in building houses at all from this CDC, it is reasonable for someone with experience in development to have concerns. Staff addressed most of my concerns, and we moved forward.
Do I have a response? You have 30 seconds to respond.
Lack of expertise in development was not the issue. Start Right provided to council as early as last December, beginning to put the plans together, the MOU and all that. So now we are 9 months down the road. And at that meeting, that was the last meeting. If you had all these concerns, why weren't they voiced 6 months ago, 5 months ago? Well, yes, they were when you tried to block it at the MOU process.
I tried to
This is my response.
And I did improve.
Well, this is my response. My response to you is you waited until the last minute to try to change the standards, to try to put in new regulations asking for additional information. You had plenty of time to do this, and yet you waited till the very last minute to try to stop it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I know this has been a long night, but each candidate will